Hey everyone, welcome back. So I want to talk about something we all take for granted, until it starts to slip away, and that's our vision. I've been researching this with ophthalmologists and going through medical studies, and honestly, the connection between what we eat and how well we see is kind of mind-blowing. Here's the thing, age-related macular degeneration affects millions worldwide and is one of the leading causes of vision loss in adults. But recent studies, including the AREDS and AREDS2 trials, have shown that specific nutrients can reduce the risk of advanced macular degeneration by about 25%. That's huge. Real, measurable protection backed by science. So let me break down 4 foods that ophthalmologists consistently recommend, and more importantly, why they work. Number 1, fatty fish, especially salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Now I know what you're thinking. You've heard about omega-3s before. Everyone talks about them for heart health or brain function. But here's what most people don't know. Your retina, that light sensitive tissue at the back of your eye, is absolutely packed with a specific omega-3 called DHA. It's actually found there, in higher concentrations than almost anywhere else in your body. There's a reason for that. DHA is essential for the structure of your eye cells and helps with visual function. Let me give you some real numbers. A study from the Salisbury Eye Evaluation found that people who consumed fish high in omega-3 fatty acids were 60% less likely to develop advanced age-related macular degeneration. That's not a small difference. And another study looking at over 30,000 women found that those who ate the most omega-3 fats from fish had a 17% lower risk of suffering from dry eyes. The most recent research from 2024, called the MEDIOS trial, showed something even more specific. Participants taking high-dose EPA and DHA supplements saw a 6-letter improvement in their visual acuity over 24 weeks. That's a measurable improvement in how well they could see. Now, the trial used pretty high doses, about 3,600 milligrams daily. But even eating fatty fish twice a week can make a significant difference. Why does this work? Omega-3s have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is a huge driver of eye diseases, like macular degeneration and glaucoma. These fatty acids essentially calm down the inflammatory response in your eyes, protecting those delicate cells. They also support the tear film that keeps your eyes moist, which is why they help with dry eye syndrome. The American Heart Association recommends at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week, and eye health experts agree. If you're going for it, wild-caught salmon tends to have fewer pollutants than farmed. And if fish isn't your thing, there are supplements. But talk to your doctor first about the right dosage for you. Number 2, dark leafy greens, particularly kale, spinach, and collard greens. All right, so this is where it gets interesting on a molecular level. These greens are loaded with 2 specific compounds, called lutein and zeaxanthin. These are carotenoids, basically plant pigments that give vegetables their color. But they do something really special in your eyes. They accumulate in the macula and retina, acting like natural sunglasses by filtering out harmful blue light and ultraviolet rays. Think about it. Every time you look at your phone, your computer, or step outside on a sunny day, your eyes are getting bombarded by high-energy light that can damage retinal cells over time. Lutein and zeaxanthin literally absorb that, damaging light before it reaches the sensitive photoreceptors in your retina. A 2025 study on digital eye strain is particularly relevant for us. Researchers gave one group lutein and zeaxanthin supplements. While they used screens for more than 6 hours daily, the group taking these carotenoids showed significant improvements in their tear production, their photostress recovery time, which is how quickly your eyes adjust after bright light exposure, and their tear film stability. All of these are measurable indicators of healthier eyes. The thing is, most people on Western diets don't get nearly enough of these nutrients. Your body can't make them, so you have to eat them. A cup of cooked kale has about 23 milligrams of lutein and zeaxanthin combined. Spinach has about 20 milligrams per cup. The studies showing the most benefit typically involve intakes of 6 to 10 milligrams daily, which is doable if you're regularly eating these greens. And by the way, these vegetables are also packed with vitamin C and E, which bring us to another layer of protection through their antioxidant properties. Number 3, citrus fruits, bell peppers, and strawberries. This is all about vitamin C, and the concentrations we're talking about in your eyes are actually wild. The aqueous humor, that's the fluid in the front part of your eye, has vitamin C levels that are 15 to 20 times higher than what's in your blood. Your body actively pumps vitamin C into your eyes because it's the primary water-soluble antioxidant, protecting your anterior chamber and lens from oxidative damage. Oxidation is basically cellular rust. It happens when unstable molecules called free radicals steal electrons from your cells, causing damage. This is especially problematic in your eyes because they're constantly exposed to light and oxygen, which accelerates this process. Vitamin C neutralizes free radicals before they can cause harm. Studies have shown that people with the highest intake of vitamin C have a 45% reduced risk of developing posterior subcapsular cataracts compared to those with the lowest intake. Cataracts are that clouding of the lens that eventually requires surgery to restore vision. The landmark AREDS2 study found that high-dose antioxidant supplementation, which included 500 milligrams of vitamin C, helped slow the progression of macular degeneration in people who already had the disease. Now here's a practical tip. Heat breaks down vitamin C, so eating these foods raw preserves more of the nutrient. Bell peppers actually give you the most vitamin C per calorie of any vegetable. One medium red bell pepper has about 150 milligrams of vitamin C, which is more than double the recommended daily amount for adults. Strawberries, oranges, and grapefruits are also excellent sources. The vitamin C in your blood vessels is also important because it helps maintain the health of the tiny capillaries that supply blood to your eyes. Better circulation means your eyes get more oxygen and nutrients, which keeps them functioning optimally. Number 4, nuts and seeds, especially almonds, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts. This brings us to vitamin E, which is actually a family of compounds called tocopherols and tocotrienols. Vitamin E is fat-soluble, meaning it works in the fatty parts of your cells, particularly in cell membranes. Your eyes have a lot of fatty acids that need protection, especially in the retina. The role vitamin E plays is protecting these critical fats from oxidation. Remember how I mentioned oxidative stress earlier? Vitamin E is like a bodyguard for the structural fats in your eye cells. When it's present in adequate amounts, it can prevent or slow the breakdown of these essential components. Research from large-scale studies has shown that vitamin E, especially when combined with other antioxidants, like vitamin C and zinc, can help slow age-related macular degeneration from getting worse. It may also help prevent cataracts by protecting the lens from oxidative damage. One study found that an ounce of almonds or sunflower seeds provides about half the daily recommended amount of vitamin E for adults. The challenge is that most people don't get enough. Data shows that average intake in the US is only around 8.6 milligrams per day for men and 7.3 milligrams for women over 50, when the recommendation is 15 milligrams. A handful of almonds or sunflower seeds as a snack can go a long way toward closing that gap. So here's the bottom line. Your eyes are under constant stress from light exposure, screen time, aging, and just daily wear and tear. The research is clear that certain nutrients can offer real, measurable protection. We're talking about reducing your risk of vision loss by 25 to 60%, depending on the condition and your intake levels. That's not insignificant. The 4 foods I've covered, fatty fish, dark leafy greens, vitamin C-rich fruits and vegetables, and nuts, and seeds, hit all the major protective nutrients ophthalmologists recommend. Omega-3 fatty acids for anti-inflammatory effects and retinal structure. Lutein and zeaxanthin to filter harmful light. Vitamin C to fight oxidation in the aqueous humor and lens. And vitamin E to protect the fatty structures in your retinal cells. No single food is a magic bullet. The studies showing the most dramatic benefits usually involve people eating a variety of these foods regularly over years. It's about building a pattern of eating that consistently delivers these protective compounds to your eyes. And if you have early signs of macular degeneration or other eye conditions, definitely talk to your ophthalmologist. They might recommend higher dose supplements based on your specific situation, particularly the AREDS2 formula, which is only recommended for people with intermediate to advanced macular degeneration. But for most of us, just being intentional about including these foods in our diet can make a real difference. Your future self will thank you when you're still able to see clearly and enjoy the world around you. Take care of your eyes. They're the only pair you've got.